What is your preferred music streaming service? Well, mine has to be Tidal. I love Tidal. I've used it for a long time. I have tried other services. I have access to Amazon Music, although I haven't used it a whole lot. I have access to Apple Music as well through my family Apple account, although I haven't used that a whole lot. Um, Personally, I like Tidal for quite a few reasons. I used to use Qobuz as well, and I like Qobuz and I love Qobuz for the sound quality. I think it has the best sound quality of any streaming music service. But sometimes sound quality isn't everything. One of the main bugbears of mine with Qobuz is every time I would search for a song or an album or a track or something, uh, you know, unavailable, not found, not found. Of course, it had the big stuff, the big artist, but, a lot of times I don't listen to that music. I listen to, smaller artists or unique musicians and things like that. And, 50, it seems like three-quarters of the time I'd search for these guys on Qobuz and not found, unavailable. Another thing that I do is when I'm record shopping, I'll look for odd records and things like that, and I'll stream them to see if it's something I'm going to like, or I'll come across an odd artist or something, and I'm like, I wonder if I'll like this. It's kind of an interesting album. I wonder, so I'll pull it up on my phone and on Qobuz. When I had Qobuz, like I said, a lot of the times I just couldn't find the damn thing. Unavailable, not found, artist not available, blah 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 blah. With Tidal, I don't have that problem. It almost always, 99.9% of the time, it finds what I'm looking for, and I'm able to pull it up. Not all the time, but way more than Qobuz, and enough for me to be satisfied. The other thing I really like about Tidal is the fact that the availability across devices. I have it on my personal phone, but I also have it on my work phone. I have it on my Android TV at home, and it works great across all devices. And so that's always a plus. Another thing as well is the buffering. In Northwest Florida where I live, we don't have the best internet sometimes in terms of cell phone internet, and so I would be streaming music in the car off of Qobuz, and it'd be constantly buffering, even on the lowest settings, the streaming settings. With Tidal, I don't have that problem. I can stream on high, on the highest settings possible, off the cell phone towers, and it streams just fine. Never seem to have a problem with their buffering. Occasionally, very rarely, I've had it happen, but mostly it's been fantastic. But yeah, I like Tidal, even though technically it doesn't have as good a sound quality. Remember, sound quality isn't everything. But anyway, what is your favorite streaming music service?